Hi guys, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. Let's see, we're here at Kenarthi's Roost. Let's load it up. I got the scholar personality on her, so that's why she's writing in the book. She's pretty cool, it's one of my favorites. Let's see, it's fine. See. Debating on buying some crates, but I think I'll wait a bit. Ooh. Wow, is that ever nice? Let's preview this. Holy shit, is that ever nice? Wow. It's cool. That is cool, I have to admit. Let's see. I got enough for this one. 25 crates, but I don't know if I should or not. Apex, impossible to get. I've come across a few legendaries in my time. Quite a few. See, I want these weapons, but I don't want to buy the crates to get the weapons, you know what I mean? Especially the staff for my new character. 100 crowns, I got 21, so it's not good. So that's the only reason I want to buy the crates is to get those weapons. Well, I'm not a fan of the armor, I have to admit. Looks not good. No, I don't like that. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. What are we doing here with this guy? Okay.
You aren't welcome here. On whatever I wish. In this temple, limit my wandering. What does it matter to you? How do you trust me? Ah, the name for my newest outfit. His flesh sags a bit, but the power in his bones reminds me of my youth. And the rose. I've forgotten the feel of silk upon newly won flesh. set foot in this temple and see for yourself. Such commendable posture. I could definitely wear you in the autumn. As for Rorelian, he's fit for display under full moons or new. I tire of this. Leave or die. It matters not.
They can't be good. We need to get those wards down fast.
Okay.
Close to 1 million workers in the United States, and investment from Japan to the US only increased upwards in the months and years to come, and we wish to select this win-win relationship. I stand by my commitment to learn.
One moment, I'll bind your wounds. Watch for undead. I'll disrupt the wound. The wards blocking the temple doors are located on opposite sides of the courtyard. We should hurry. My master and I had little to do after the shipwreck. When the locals mentioned a temple where the fountains never run dry, we leapt at the chance to investigate. Ilsil insisted on leading, of course. Ah, so you've met him.
Can't even have a conversation nowadays. Over here.
The wards blocking the temple. My master and I had little... Ah, so you've met him. My master calls him Eel Kill. Something about an experiment gone wrong many years ago. The morning stone you saw came from this temple. Eelsil was barely able to remove it before the undead fell upon us. Aurelian thought it could be used to control the weather, perhaps prevent another hurricane. Eelsil disagreed, of course. He insisted on studying it further at Eagle's Strand.
Okay, we got one.
China to fulfill its responsibilities as a major power. Japan's policy, which I have consistently embraced, is to comprehensively promote the region's strategic relationship with China and establish a stable Japan-China relationship with efforts by both sides.
Ooh, nice shield. That's new.
President Xi and we agreed that we would number one have personal contact with one another to discuss anything.
Scorpion's poison courses through its
This war won't keep us out for long.
So we
no doubt Aurelian can protect himself.
That's number one. Number two, in our alliance we have with Japan is a truly defensive in nature. It's a defensive alliance. And the things we discussed today improve our cooperation and are purely about defense and readiness. It's not aimed at any one nation or threat to the region, and it doesn't have anything to do with conflict. And so this is about restoring stability in the region, and I think we have a chance to do that. Third, next question. Who do I call next? Hang on a second. This
Empty. Quarter.
really of AFP.
Empty.
Thank you. My first question would go to both of you, Mr. President and Mr. Prime Minister. Is there a path for Japan to become a full member
Quarter.
of COCUS? And I have a second question for you, Mr. President.
The sight of the two moons
Empty.
seems to be the key to dispersing the barrier.
In Gaza, what are you willing to do to make him change his strategy?
Quarter.
Would you consider conditioning military aid to Israel?
The weird one. This one.
The barrier is down. But before we proceed, I need to speak with you.
About COCUS, I don't.
When we entered the temple, that skeleton made it sound as though Aurelian was in grave danger. I won't let vague threats keep us from my master. Aurelian is too important to lose. Perhaps we should think before we act.
Consistently supported AUKUS. Having said that, to the participants of AUKUS, US, UK, Australia, natural relationship or multilateral
The Dominion relies on Aurelian for his sound judgment. He's taught countless students the ways of Magicka, including some of the Queen's own advisors. His role in the invasion is paramount for our future success. If anything is to happen to him,
Australia with such countries in bilateral or multilateral frameworks, we will continue our cooperation. So that will continue to be considered. About the relationship between Japan
thank you. We should keep moving. We found the Morning Stone on that pedestal. Wait, that's Aurelian. What's he doing up there?
Ears that large and you still don't listen. Perhaps you need a few alterations. There was a time when the sound of Aldmeri commanded the terror of thousands. I shouldn't bemoan your ignorance. You fools ended centuries of captivity when you removed the Morning Stone.
Just yesterday, we were meeting with the Vice President and our National Security Advisor.
Never mind that accursed blue rock. I'm about to restore my wardrobe to its full glory. Behold this Aurelian fellow. Such vibrancy. I could use more like him, but one must be willing to run through a bolt of silk for the finest coat.
Proposal has been made. As I said,
I believe I'll keep him.
where they belong.
At least until my summoning ritual wears him through. You see, undead are also
We're getting in somewhere in the last
but I'm willing to adorn myself with hundreds of tawdry outfits in order to collect the more colorful dark evil strands.
So, see what he does in terms of
Then drown in a sea of bones.
Leave Aurelian for now. We have to disrupt the summoning ritual. I'll destroy the bone piles if you keep the undead at bay.
Mr. Shimizu, please. Thank you, Shimizu of NHK. I'd ask a question to both of you. As Prime Minister Kishida mentioned, the abduction issue.
No time to talk.
I believe
We have to stop the summoning ritual.
Prime Minister, you have expressed your wish to
It'll take a moment to weaken the circle. Keep the undead away from me.
is already resolved.
Shit.
Help my master. I'm right behind you.
Stay back! Uldor! Get out of my body! No! Silence! None command Uldor!
Refrain from commenting on each and every announcement by career paths based on the perspective that the establishment of a meaningful relationship between Japan and North Korea is in the interest of both Japan and North Korea, and that it would be hugely beneficial to increase stability in the region. My policy is to aim for a summit meeting next week and the official advance under the consultation committee underline the instruction and that remains unchanged. That is my
Uldor, I
response.
command you by the tears of the two moons, return to your prison! That will hold me for long.
Concerns with international aid, including the immediate resolution of the production issue. The Prime Minister.
You're Gatherin's ally, yes? Please disable these traps so she can make it to us safely.
We will our allies to initiate dialogue with
Despite all my knowledge, Uldor's influence over me was absolute. I'd be little more than a puppet without your timely intervention. Oh, only my pride. But we have a more pressing matter. As Uldor sensed my thoughts, I could sense his. He plans to overwhelm and enslave Kenarthi's Roost with an undead horde by the next dawn. Uldor was a powerful Malmo wizard who learned to separate his spirit from his body. Even in death, he can wear hundreds of mindless forms at a time. Thankfully, I am conscious.
21st century, not back then.
The Morning Stone's endless water supply tied Uldor's spirit to his body. When Eilsir removed the Morning Stone from the temple, he set Uldor free. Once again, Eilsir's sloppy methods nearly caused the death of him. These gems focus the Morning Stone's power. Uldor having removed them from his tomb. I propose Gathrin recovers the Morning Stone from Igor's scram. Meanwhile, we restore Uldor's prison. Simple enough.
Second chances to go away. He breaks from tradition. Typically, it's
The
just 2 by
sympathies of
2.
this old Khajiit temple. After Uldor's reign of terror, the Sea Elves gave it to the Khajiit so it would become the key to his prison.
Also saying elect me.
No, which is why we must be the ones to enter the tomb. After he saw you through my eyes, he seemed convinced that to wear you would destroy him. For some reason, he feared you.
Israel saying support remains ironclad.
No, we must enter the tomb together. Though he can't wear you, he could quite easily obliterate you with his magic. Only by splitting his attention can we hope to defeat him.
Master, I know what you're planning. I won't let you throw your life away.
Beginning the show about how we really haven't heard much from administration officials.
Aurelian's plan is to let Uldor possess him. They'll both be sealed in the tomb forever. But it doesn't need to be this way. Seal me inside.
Also saying that
Aurelian is too important for the Dominion to lose. Besides, we both saw how the summoning ritual weakened my master. Please, help me convince Aurelian. I will gladly seal myself in the tomb to spare my master. Uldor is a threat to all on this island.
They're talking about it administration sending the signal that they're standing with Israel. Also, there was
Thank you.
questions about inflation.
I should prepare myself.
Catherine, I beg you to reconsider.
Okay.
You're too important.
Keep the master.
If the Dominion lost you, we would be lost.
Then I'll recover the Morning Stone. Farewell, my dearest friend.
Restoring stability in the region. A clear sign to China.
Farewell, Aurelian.
That's the big message again from this meeting here is as you look at what was agreed to, the specifics aren't there. The specifics from the agreements between the U.S. and Japan, basically Japan is stepping up.
You!
Its defense.
I won't wear a poison outfit it.
I wanted to, if we could, Brett, sort of dig into what he said there off the top. Really, it was really interesting to
Uldor,
all of us. The
my
first
master
question,
was a fool to
when the
doubt your
Guardian
power.
was on
I'll help you reap the
inflation
vengeance you seek,
that we got out
if
today.
you allow
I just
me.
had a long conversation with
Such
Jerry
a
Baker, as you
spectacular
know,
winning
Jerry
garment.
Baker said
Very
a
well.
weeks ago that he believed when the market was told by the Fed to expect some sort of
I can't fight him for long.
right? That he
Quickly,
thinks not only are they
place
going to
the
face
tears of the
inflation,
two moons in the pedestal.
but there's a possibility we might
Wretched
actually
fool!
see a rate
I'll turn your
hike.
friend to
We have
ash.
sound of the
Stay
president.
away from those pedestals.
Okay, let's listen. Here it was, Brett.
I understand by my
My sword attire.
So to be really clear, the comparison he's making on inflation means much better now than it was.
You
That was
worthless
under
rag!
his presidency
This
where it
too
reached
can't hold
the
me
highest level
forever.
that we had seen in this country in decades. The reference to
The
where
water weakens Uldor,
much better position
but I
now
can't hold him for
we
long.
were when he took
Quickly,
office
go
is
to
just not
Aurelian.
the case.
Tell him I
look at
did what
gas
must be
prices.
done.
They're up 50% during his
I know
presidency,
Uldor will
Brett.
keep me alive.
right.
He far
I hate
prefers a
these
living
stories.
form to the dead.
Sacrifice.
You can look at it a number of different ways,
How do I
but
know
the
this?
ending
I feel
sentence
him
there, the
stirring within
dismount,
me.
was
Help
not accurate.
Aurelian restore the morning
That
stone.
said, this CPI
Go,
number
while you
does
still can.
potentially roil the markets because they were thinking that there was going to be a cut. You know, the administration was saying what they were reading between the tea leaves and the Fed chairman. So, you know, we could be looking at something where we're looking at a jittery market again based on inflation that people are feeling. That's the biggest movers and
We've restored the morning stone. But if you're here, then Gathrin is lost to that
So
monster.
you got the president saying that he's been blunt and straightforward.
You speak truth. And yet the young should never die for the old. It is the singular travesty of war.
More protections for civilians.
I need to record everything that happened here. Uldor's skill troubles me. Without further study, the Dominion will bear no defense against his strange capabilities. I've barely encountered a creature of Uldor's power. There may be a way to separate him from Gathrin, but it will take much time and study. She's not just an apprentice, she's my friend. If there's a way to free her, I swear I'll find it. Please don't think me ungracious. Without your aid, I'd still be under Uldor's influence. I wouldn't forget. I can open a portal to the temple courtyard if you wish.
Also said that they are starting to do some of the things they talked about. Trying to tiptoe through the tools, dangerous tools, without the benefit of a human eye.
There you are. I'm afraid it won't remain open for long.
Japanese Prime Minister determined to strengthen our defense forces, increase our defense budget, Brett. He said at the very top there, he confirmed the importance of continuing dialogue with China. Wondering what your takeaway was that we heard from the top two there.
Yeah, finally, I think that the dialogue, both leaders saying that they have dialogue with China, the bottom line is China's.
Let's just take the portal. We'll worry about that later.
Get together was to signal gloves. Yeah, and there's a trilateral
Okay.
tomorrow with the president, the prime minister of Japan, and the president of the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos Jr. We would have heard that name come up again in history. But they'll be talking tomorrow about how to secure the South China Sea, which will be a real thorn in the side of China. Brett, thank you. We'll see you tonight, 6 o'clock.
All right.
Now, a live look inside the Capitol, where top intelligence officials are about to brief House lawmakers on a controversial government spying program known as FISA. Intelligence agencies say it's a critical tool to fight terror. But some lawmakers say Americans are swept up in war, surveillance, and former President Donald Trump just weighed in on all of this. Hello, I'm John Roberts in Washington. Here we go for another jam-packed hour.
Great to be with you, Bella. I'm Sandra Smith in New York, and this is America.
I should use the scroll on that. Never thought of it.
Reauthorize that law, John. And right now, lawmakers, they do seem divided on this.
Those individuals who say support
Okay.
Americans that are just not telling the truth.
It's really a
We'll drink some.
For a member of Congress to vote against a simple armed requirement. You want to track terrorists or bad guys in Russia or China? You gotta have FISA. All right, David Fun's live in Washington for us. David, is a compromise in the works?
Oh, it's really all over the place right now. I wish I could tell you more. It's literally changing by the minute on Capitol Hill. The deadline stands reached Friday, April 19th, but the debate is coming to a head this week with a potential vote tomorrow. The FBI and CIA use FISA a lot. The controversial Section 702 allows intelligence agencies to collect communications of foreigners overseas without a warrant. And yes, that foreign person could be speaking to someone in the United States, and only specific communications between the foreigner and the American in the U.S. could be included in a possible sweep. Of the 240,000 foreign targets overseas, the FBI has about 3%, around 8,000 foreigners in the FBI database for full-blown investigation. Opponents of FISA, like FBI Director Chris Wray, say letting Section 702 expire is dangerous. He insists requiring the FBI to get a warrant would paralyze the Bureau, slow it down to stop fast-moving threats. Here he is just yesterday.
702 allows us to stay a step ahead of foreign actors located outside the United States who pose a threat to our national security. And the expiration of our 702 authorities would be devastating to the FBI's ability to protect Americans from those foreign threats.
Those against Section 702 say these changes, some progressive Democrats and joint conservative Republicans, some you don't see every day, to fight the renewal of Section 702. Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan says he's not opposed to every part of 702, but does want a warrant requirement. The former President Donald Trump, who has a tight grip on his party, wants the whole program gone, arguing it was used to spy on his campaign. That's what he said today on Truth Social. Trump is referred to.
Okay, we'll do the champion points now. It's a pain in the ass.
Their cases were part of another section of FISA, which is not.
Let's start with fitness.
Does require approval of a warrant by a judge on the FISA court.
Okay.
A lot to dig into there, David Fun. Thank you, John.
And let's dig into it. Let's bring in Carrier Juan Foxy's legal editor and former counselor to Attorney General Bill Barr. To David's point, this FISA reauthorization.
That's health.
You got people on the right, you got people on the far left who are saying, no, we need to kill this thing.
And it's completely understandable why Donald Trump wants to kill it. It was abused terribly against him. It was the basis for the Mueller investigation, which hamstrung his administration for the first couple years. You would know better than anyone, having front row seat to all of that.
You had a bit of a front row seat too.
That's true. I was at the justice, so we all have front row seats in our respective worlds. But look, just because something's abused doesn't make the thing itself bad. That goes for anything in life. And FISA is a critical national security tool that's used to thwart attacks by ISIS, to fight China, to fight Russia. The problem is when the FBI present those stories to the American people in order to sell FISA and say, look, this tool actually makes you safe in your everyday life. They can't because it's classified. And this was a messaging issue that we ran into when I was at DOJ because they needed my help to sell it against the American people. And I said, well, I just need some examples. And they said, well, we can't talk about them. And I said, well, that's part of the problem.
Yeah. So you mentioned Donald Trump. Here's what he posted on Truth Social. He said, kill FISA. It was illegally used against me and many others. They spied on my campaign, DJT. That stands starkly at odds with what your former boss and the Secretary.
Oh, this is good.
They said Congress cannot let FISA Section 702 expire. Our country's safety is at stake. Congress must reauthorize a reformed version of FISA. I'll give you the reforms that are proposed in just a second, but speaking of that idea, that you've got the former president and two of his top deputies at odds on this.
Right, and it's because Trump was a victim in all of this, and the abuse was atrocious. It was bad, but that's why they instituted these reforms, these safeguards, some of which, and if I don't know if you're going to have to do
let's look at these proposed FISA reforms. It would prohibit political opposition research or media reports as a basis for securing a warrant to spy on U.S. citizens. That was used to get the warrant for Carter Page. Require notification of congressional leaders if the target is a politician. Limit FBI personnel who can greenlight 702 database inquiries on U.S. citizens. It would reduce the number from about the current number of 10,550
Okay.
They provide civil and criminal penalties for this.
Enhanced criminal penalties, the
Let's
reduction that
do
we
crafting.
just said, it's reduced by 90%. Very small pool of people who can actually sign off. And another interesting reform is that compliance by that small group of people will be directly tied to their compensation. So their pay will be affected, and they can be charged with a crime if there's an abuse. Enhanced penalties.
50.
So again, very important tool for national security purposes. The problem is Americans are just familiar with FISA because of the abuse, but it 100% is used to fight and support our biggest enemies.
Okay, so let's go back to that first report. Prohibit political opposition research or media reports from being used as a basis for securing a warrant to spy on U.S. citizens. Again, that was the Carter Page thing, the Steele dossier.
Right.
It blew up in the media, and the
26.
FBI said, oh, let's have a look at this. And it wasn't, and they got a warrant. If there were to be an intermediary who said, well, here's the information from media reports, no, you can't do that. Would that have prevented everything that happened?
It certainly would have paused it, and it would have caused someone maybe within this new small pool of people to take a look at this and say, no. We're not going after the front runner and his team based off of some rumor that's on the internet.
But it seemed that they were determined to put hell or high water.
Well, they were, and that's the problem. At the end of the day, can you stop anyone from doing bad things with anything? You can't. But these safeguards have been created and instituted to hopefully prevent what happened to Donald Trump, so that will never happen to anyone again.
All right, so if you wanted to lay a bet, would you lay a bet that it passes or fails? We'll see. And it keeps being reauthorized, so somebody wins. Great to see you, Carrie.
Good to see you.
Front row seat again. Thank you so much. Sarah?
All right, anti-Israel protesters back on Capitol Hill getting into a heated exchange with Republican Senator Josh Hawley. A group of protesters shut down a Senate cafeteria. It happened yesterday. Griff Jenkins is live in Washington. He's got the latest on all of this for us. So, Griff, is anything being done right now to rein in these protesters, or can we just expect more of it?
I think, Sandra, we just expect more now. About 50 of those protesters were arrested yesterday, but that's out there sometime that day and harassing just a few hours ago. Senator Josh Hawley chanting "Stop the Genocide," holding up their hands, painted red in his face. Now, Hawley has responded here just moments ago on X, saying the anti-Israel cocaine crazies are back running the halls of the Senate, calling Israel a terrorist state. They're not confront them about all their dirty funding from China. They suddenly get tongue-tied. Now, here was that scene you mentioned yesterday as these protesters descended on the Senate cafeteria. Watch. Notice there, Sandra, the painted hands red like a blood. Now, organizer says that's to signify too much blood being spilled in Gaza. But for some Israelis, it conjures up a painful memory, like this image of a Palestinian youth, the actual blood of two IDF soldiers who were lynched by a mob in Ramallah in 2000. The president of Human Rights Voices tells Fox News digital red hands represents the emasculation of Jews in a bloody defeat. Now, we've been seeing this from this group of protesters. Remember back in November, the bloody hand imprints that were painted on the gates of the White House. Meanwhile, out in Dearborn, Michigan, the rhetoric is escalating. You're hearing chants of death to America at a demonstration. The organizer ready to call the revolution.
It's not genocide, Joe, that has to go. It's the entire system that has to go.
And the White House responded to that, Sandra, saying they support peaceful protesting but will denounce violent rhetoric. Meanwhile, Josh Hawley will be on Laura Ingram tonight. We'll see what he has to say on all of this. Sandra?
For sure. Griff Jenkins on that line from Washington. Griff, thank you. Secretary Mayorkas, do you think that you should be here asking for more money for the border when you get impeached for your job? Secretary, are you ready to go to trial?
Not a meeting by the DHS Secretary Aldmeri Dominion Campaign years before lawmakers, but this time not for his impeachment trial. At least not yet. Bringing the latest from Capitol Hill.
Gosh, inflation is rising here. Wait, height this year? We're gonna take this one up with Charlie. Yeah, Filipino. He's live on set.
I think it's because the economy has gotten a little worse. Prices are up for everything in groceries. It's hard to be happy and take pride when things are so difficult right now.
If you're a veteran wife, homeowner, and the family bookkeeper, you're the first to know when high rate debt.
$50 they charge you to recall everywhere. Holy fuck. That's a short distance too.
With the lower rate New Day 100 VA cash out loan, you can pay off high rate credit cards and car loans. That's real money you can use to take care of your family and home.
Call 1-855-633-5431. Hi, I'm Dave, and I lost 92 pounds on Golo. My life partner Connie and I were in really rough shape regarding it. But our doctors told us that we needed to lose weight. I saw a Golo commercial and I thought we really need to lose weight. As the weeks went by, the weight came on.
Take a pause for the cause, my man.
Supportive of each other.
The way it goes.
We've lost 170 pounds. Golo worked for us. Since losing weight on Golo, I'm feeling grateful and hopeful about the future.
Attention former Marines and family members stationed to Camp Lejeune. If you live or work at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, for at least 30 days from August 1953 to December 1987, and have been diagnosed with cancer, early age had a child born with prostate cancer been diagnosed with fertility issues or significant compensation may be available. Call Legal Injury Advocates now to discuss your case. It has been proven that the water at Camp Lejeune during those years was extremely contaminated with toxic chemicals. Legal Injury Advocates has extensive experience helping you to get the compensation you deserve. If you qualify today, you're not only qualified, as there are no completely free, and we're available. Call Legal Injury Advocates to discuss your case now.
1-888-5599. For the fourth consecutive year, Interactive Brokers is one of the fastest growing prime brokers and is now number 5 in Preakn's ranking of top prime brokers. Interactive Brokers serves both organizations and individual investors. To get better results, get a better platform. The best informed investors choose Interactive Brokers.
The border controversy flips. From the intensifying battle in Congress to the future of Arcanist, John Kennedy has Capitol Hill insight today on
Don't believe her lies.
Ritual of Resonance.
unexpected. Let's see if it was worth it.
Okay, so markets would like to know what that plan is, because inflation is the biggest
Now
problem
you die.
for every American out there.
Not
dealing with these high
now.
prices.
Not
Markets
ever.
are down right now because they don't know what the Fed's next move is going to be. President Biden, during that news conference a short time ago, made a prediction that even though these inflation gauges keep coming out showing that inflation is running hot and prices are still high, he believes that there will still be a rate cut by the end of the year. That's pretty interesting. They got three in our box because this senior, of course, I just talking about, you know, things we capture next year, senior. Well, let me tell you, he just said on inflation, that inflation, when asked if he's concerned about it, he said that the inflation is better now than when he took office. That is actually, that's incorrect. That is false. Right now, inflation year over year is 3.5%. When he took office, January 2021, it was running 1.4%. Okay? The reference prices are better off now than under the previous administration. That is factually incorrect. In fact, we put together this scroll using CPI data that shows the price of just everything from new cars to clothes to shelter to the food that you're putting on your table at home. Gasoline prices over the past 3 years are up, Charlie. So why does this administration keep insisting that this is a better
Can
economic
any of
climate?
you hear me? You there? Have you seen my squad? We were all in a little Arcosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Kenarthi's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails torn, hulls cracked. All were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I spent the rest of my squad. I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edelus, Anglon, and Nistel. 2 of us can cover more ground. I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes are another matter. I fear my squad is banged up worse than I am.
I think they will. And here's why. Not because they should. Bad public policy, in my view. Because inflation is a pernicious tax on working class people. That's why he's losing working class people.
Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy. The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it blow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the aelids.
Okay, I telegraphed, one rate cut.
What creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger? I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to. Their sweet tooth is bigger than their walnut brains. I saw one of the stupid things swallow a whole bottle of blow juice.
You and I had a long discussion back and forth early this morning, and my point was this, and I have heard rumbles of this on Wall Street, that, well, what if the Fed decides, you know what, inflation's not the most important gauge for cutting rates? What
Good
if the
luck.
Federal Reserve decides
Do me a
to save the
favour.
whole labor market?
If you find them before I do, tell them the ocean hasn't killed me yet.
See, that's exactly what I'm saying. I think he's going to look for some silver lining. So his guidance is fulfilled. And that's, he's big on his guidance. And you notice, everything that Jerome Powell has said like 2 months before, that he will do, he does. Okay, he does what he
I'm going to get a
I'm not saying that good.
I'm going to get a couple of moving information here. We can down, sell off downside lows of the day, but still reacting to this uncertainty. Larry Summers, as you well know, worked in the Obama administration, he says, quote, you have to take seriously the possibility that the next rate move will be upwards rather than downwards. Gary Baker was on last hour with us. He made this prediction weeks ago. We'll see if they're right. Meanwhile,
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet? Alive? Good. That's good.
On inflation.
Waves smashed me against the ship. Cracked a few ribs. Not the best feeling.
He does 2 or 3 events a week where he's
Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. But if it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle. Good. I'll find Sergeant Firion. Go. Get them back safe.
Prices didn't really decline, right? We still have very, very high prices. And here's one other thing that people aren't really talking about. Why is it because, like, force which
Okay, well, let's work with the facts at the
I
end.
lost a lot of friends in that storm. Give me some good news.
3.5,
I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms. If I can't hold a weapon, I'm useless to my squad. Do you have any bandages? I lost my kit to the sea.
Okay, so let me just finish off with this. We feel like this is something nobody's talking about. You want to know
Hello,
where the outbreaks
Jews.
on Memorial Day on
Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on
How
snowy
is everybody
days.
going National Africa Outbreak?
Once I can heft Spleen Shaker, I'll push through the beach and find Sergeant Ferian. How about you?
Since early January 2021. This president
Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you find them. I can get inland after I rest. Fight with purpose.
If you look at income groups, how many across races, essentially across genders, it's friendly to Trump. It's very bad. I will say this though, and I'll say it about this guy very notable can't say his name.
I hope Sandra doesn't bore you.
No, that was my friend Mikey.
Oh, okay.
Las Vegas, by the way. Just Mikey won't say that. Good friend.
I gotta go, Charlie.
He's from the Bills. But no, but this is a notable Congress who said, watch the hunt.
Got it. All right. Noted. Charlie, always good to have you. Thanks for the discussion. Now and earlier, too. All right. Got it.
I have been very blunt, straightforward with the Prime Minister as well as your cabinet.
Israel's war against Hamas turning into a big election issue here at home, especially after President Biden slammed their strongest ally in the Mideast. Former Congressman Jason Chaffetz joins us with his take on Plus.
California shelled out a whopping $25 billion to tackle its homeless crisis. So, where did those funds go exactly? We are tracking the money.
I hear it all the time. People tell me they'd love to buy gold, but because it's gold, they think it must be copper. It isn't. Not with Rosalind Capital. With Rosalind, the entire process from start to finish is built on one concept. One. Keep it simple. Rosalind Capital, a trusted leader in helping people acquire precious metals. Gold bullion, Lady Liberty gold and silver proofs. And our premium coins can help you preserve your wealth. Call Rosalind Capital at 800-630-8900 to receive your free Rosalind Guide to Gold, Gold and Precious Metals IRA, and Silver brochures. With Rosalind, there are no hassles, no limits. Shipping is fast and reliable. Remember, keep it simple. Make gold your new standard. Call Rosalind Capital today. 800-630-8900. 800-630-8900. That's 800-630-8900.
The dramatic rising cost of living has caused many people to abandon their pets. Those pets often end up in shelters that utilize them. After just a few days, but we're better than that. I invite you to support Puppy
I'm
Food
glad
Bank
you came
with a
by.
$15 a month
Have you
donation.
seen any other Marines along the
Support
beach?
Puppy Food Bank to ship pet food to rescue shelters. Pet food
She's alive.
that will save pet lives.
I suppose that's some luck amidst all this
Donate
wreckage.
now and Puppy Food Bank will
Can't say
send
the
you
same
a
for my
very
legs.
nice gift.
If I don't put too much weight on it, I can manage a good hobble.
Sorrento X-Pro and a Kia Sorrento Turbo Hybrid. We recreated
Glow
some of the
chips.
reddest spring,
By the gods, it just might.
hottest summers,
As soon as I can stand on my own, I'll head inland.
windiest falls,
Lieutenant Gellin dragged me out of the water. He'll want to know Sergeant Ferian and the rest of the squad are all right. I think he said something about looking for shelter in a nearby cave, but I was still coughing up sand.
Can peace of mind fit into just 3 fruits and 3 veggie supplements? Yes. In order to give you the highest quality product possible, we start by sourcing the best fruit and vegetable ingredients. We then take great care in grinding them into a fine powder. These powdered ingredients are then mixed and encapsulated. The capsules are then shipped right to your door, so you can experience your own personal balance of nature success story. Get 35% off and $10 off any additional sets by using discount code FOXNEWS.
Find a great deal for your ideal lieutenant. Slide your check to
Cellular, this is Sam. How may I help you? This is Linda. Oh, somebody fled. Just wanted to know that the consumer cellular get the same exact coverage as the leading carriers, but for half the price.
When these business owners need that fast, they turn to Biz2 Credit to fund what's next. Fitness studios, medical offices, every small business in the state.
Turns out my squad were the ones who found me.
Whether you need new
I
equipment,
consider a
monthly
career as a
standard,
Dominion Marine.
discover unforeseen
You'd make
business
quite the
expenses.
scout.
Biz2 Credit is the
My squad
trusted
said you were
partner
looking for
your small
Lieutenant
business
Gellin.
funding needs.
Have you found him?
Scan the code on your screen now or go to biz2credit.com.
What do you mean?
Biz2 Credit, funding what's next.
First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death? What else was in that cave? Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. Estelle spotted a big ship nearby. It looks intact, and she spotted Dominion sailors aboard. We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Could you warn the sailors on that big ship? You need to know it's not safe to wander around. Wait, take this. I found some glow-juice while I was looking for my... You'll get used to the taste.
And Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over a planned Rafah offensive. The Israeli leader said multiple times this week that his troops would enter Gaza's southernmost city, where more than 1.4 million Palestinians are sheltering. The move would require a huge evacuation of civilians that currently have no other safe place to go. In an interview with Univision on Tuesday, President Biden expressed his clearest opposition to the plan yet. In recent days, Israel has ramped up aid
You want to
trucks
slick our
Gaza,
sea
with more
viper
than
or
1,000
cabbage
loads of
mouth
aid entering the
castaway.
enclave in
State
recent
your
days.
business with the
Israeli
crew of the
officials have
Prowler.
blamed the UN for not
The hurricane
distributing
killed
aid
hundreds of
while
Marines.
supplies make
Why
it
does it matter
inside.
if one of them
Today,
died in the cave?
Palestinians are marking the end of the holy month of
Oh.
Ramadan with the Eid
Well,
holiday.
Prowler
It
is like a
a
hen in a wolf den until she's
across the
seaworthy.
region, understanding that
Maybe
the
your
war
Marines can
continues.
prove they're more than two-legged cargo in shiny armor. If they pitch in, consider reinforcements. They up for it? Or are they all talk? And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate the replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage. Oh, and our sun-sighter must have fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the sun-sighter back, any way you can.
In the wake of the IRGC commander being killed in Damascus. I think it's probably also time.
Sure, talking's easier than working. Well, ask barnacles on the rocks. They're all sea elves. Malmens, they call themselves. Nothing more than pirates. Some say they have a connection to the water itself. It's a lie. Anyone can learn weather like they do.
Because there's a protester in Michigan or some guy in a bullhorn outside the White House, that isn't going to cut it. What I want to see from our president is great clarity. I want them to say, you know what?
Captain Jimala uses it to navigate. I can tell you how the sun and stars show the ship's exact position. But none of it matters while it's in the sea viper's hands. The pride of the long coast. We'll sail for the Dominion as long as they pay us to raid enemy shipping. John and Jode, don't let the captain say that. Pirates steal and pillage for themselves. We're privateers, so we do it for whoever pays us. A crucial distinction. Captain Jimala took over the Prowler a few years ago. She's smart, cunning, and deadly dangerous when provoked. She's also luckier than anyone I served. Every ship in the fleet smashed to flinders on Kenarthi's Roost. Every ship had a Prowler.
Elizabeth Warren adopted this. She often said that Israel is committing
These aren't
genocide.
Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck. We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do. Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel. He's on his way. Anything else we can do? Miss Stella's discovered the malady she is with her sword. I can have her patch the Prowler's leaks. She'll have those leaks fixed in no time. What else? Onglon is our best tracker. He can recover the Sunsider in no time. I almost pity the sea viper who's holding on to the Sunsider. Onglon will recover it soon enough. What else needs doing? I think it's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise. Maybe you should do the talking. I'll just rub it in.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your Marine friends, as long as they work for their meals. I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make that call. Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimala always pays her bets. Go talk to her. She only bites if you give her good reason.
After it invaded Ukraine, who's answering?
So we do have a number of ongoing assessments. We have not yet at this time concluded that it doesn't violate international humanitarian law, but we have ongoing assessments across a number of different fronts.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but I have something. I know who's killing the Dominion soldiers, and I know how to stop it.
Even the United States has deep concern. The U.S. knows everything Israel is doing.
On lookout, watch the sea vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But 3 of my own crew were missing. Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they disappeared, but one just returned, and she tells a harrowing tale. The sea vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Mustangui recovers below. Hear what she has to say for yourself.
That I have that power all by myself without legislation.
So is President Biden hinting he may finally use executive action to shut down the border? How that's going over with some of his own party. Murphy and Sean Duffy are standing by.
In this crazy world, how do you protect and grow your
The sea vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane!
has their money in a guaranteed product.
Sir Zerfield and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the sea vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. They'd done things there. Terrible things.
To invest, get your investor's guide and see if it's right
Those
for you.
filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and lightning surrounded them. That's when the storm began to form around the island. Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The sea vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried to grab Sir, but the lightning held him fast. Then one of the sea vipers yanked at him. I saw the Maormer's wrist glow. The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bombs, but I couldn't find any more. So I jumped off the ship and swam for it. Please, don't let them sacrifice my crewmates.
Here's the Earl's Day Out is a good day. Believe it or not. Ask your doctor about it.
This tiny hole trap? Not for me. Now this is more like it. Same goes for my room. I went hands-free with wide good Skechers slippers. Just step in and go without bending down or touching my shoes. Wide good hands-free Skechers slippers.
Grace didn't believe in magic.
I'm enjoying my special moments. guessing which foods are great for you. With the Freestyle Libre 3 system, no longer set where it's headed, no bigger seasoning. Freestyle Libre 3 gives your diabetes with more confidence. See, so you can focus on those special moments. Now, I live here, won't you manage diabetes with this? Talk to your provider. Visit freestylelibre.us/Medicare.
Back anger, very bad. I heard about relief factor from my wife. I took it every day, 3 times a day, for 3 weeks. Looked at her and I said, the pain is gone. She said, I'm glad to help. I said, no, you understand. It's gone.
You too can feel better every day with Relief Factor, a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Call or go online now for our 3-week free service, just $19.95.
Have you or anyone you know ever mistaken that for fluoride-based Campbell food? Campbell Foods water was contaminated by fluorides. If you had any water contact while in Campbell Food and been diagnosed with cancer or Parkinson's disease, you may be entitled to compensation. This green station code for saying 4 years. This costs to the station visited with fluoride-based Campbell food. Not cancer or Parkinson's. Visit Campbell. These pills are crazy. She's more ambitious than her goal. She doesn't know that if she owns a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more, she can sell all her equipment in the country. Yeah, so we need her policy. We need her policy.
Those sea vipers are insane.
DHS Secretary Aldmeri Dominion is testifying on Capitol Hill, but it's not in his impeachment trial. Instead, he is there to seek more money for his private budget.
They won't kill me today.
What happened during that first hearing this morning?
Hey, John, well, it did get heated at some points. This one's going to be very interesting, too, because you've got those vulnerable Democrats that are in there that possibly do not want to see an impeachment trial. But I got to tell you, it's been a very ironic day for Secretary Mayorkas. He's here on the Hill. He's pleading for more money for the border, all while he has been impeached for his job on the border. So that's a funny one. So he's in there. He came early this morning to the House side, and I tried to ask him a bunch of questions about this impeachment, and here he is ignoring every single one. Are you asking your president? Can he consider stepping down, Secretary? Any comment about being impeached? You're the first cabinet secretary in 150 years, Secretary, to be impeached. You gotta have some thoughts, Secretary. Well, if he had thoughts, he didn't want to say them out loud. So those impeachment proceedings, as you know, John, are not happening today. They were supposed to happen tonight. They've been delayed by House Speaker Mike Johnson to give Senate Republicans some time to pressure Democrats into holding a trial. Now, Mayorkas did come face to face with at least one of his impeachment prosecutors today, Congressman Michael Guest. And here is Guest asking Mayorkas about reports
Sir
that
and
President Biden
Redfield
might be
returned
taking
just after
executive
the
action
skies cleared up.
soon to
They're a
essentially
bit
shut
damp,
down the
but
border.
otherwise all right. My
Are you
lookout
aware,
says
are
I
you
have
in
you
any
to thank.
discussions with the president about executive orders that would relate to border
Then we'll
security
finish
and border
repairs
protection?
and shove off at
Well,
high
Congressman,
tide.
we are
Oh, your
consistently
marine friends
evaluating what
fended off
options
sea
are
vipers
available
while you
to
rescued my
us.
crew.
We do
They're
that
welcome
on a
aboard,
regular
as long as
basis.
they want. Perhaps we'll see you at Mistral. You'll
So again,
always
John,
have
we're
a place
watching
on the
someone like
trawler.
Senator John Tester here in this hearing very closely because he's a vulnerable Democrat. He wants to be tough on the border, but a lot of Republicans say he doesn't want to see the vote. John.
Well, we'll see if the president does anything significant because he has insisted time and time again that there's nothing more than that. I should thank him.
Right.
That's we're a family, whether or not I have that power. I would have that power under the legislation when I had another 500,000 people, say 5,000 people a day trying to cross the border. And it can slow it up. There's no guarantee that I have that power all by legislation.
President Biden hinting at a possible executive order to shut down the border. Axios reporting it could happen by the end of the month. Biden says he may not have the power to do it despite taking executive action on other issues like student loan debt and climate change. Let's bring in our panel now. Patrick Murphy, former Pennsylvania Democratic Congressman. Sean Duffy's here, former Wisconsin Republican Congressman, and close the bottom line on Fox Business. So, bottom line, he absolutely can take this action, right, Sean?
Well, to your point, he doesn't care about whether he has the authority or not. He has signed an executive order to give student loan forgiveness, and he doesn't have the authority to pay for it. And he did it anyway. But the truth is, Joe Biden signed an executive order at the start of his presidency to undo the secure border that Donald Trump has created. So of course he has the authority to secure the border. He just doesn't want to do it. This is bad politics for Joe Biden, and he sees the poll. He's losing to Donald Trump, so he's made a decision that he can hopefully increase those poll numbers if he actually takes some action on the border. One interesting point, he's doing this on Spanish language television. Democrats thought open borders would be
Let's see.
they've been losing the head, and he's been not just because of the economy inflation, but also because of the open border. So interesting is in immigration.
You know, Patrick, according to this Axios scoop on Biden potentially mulling using the pen to get this done and to protect the border, it says we're told this fierce debate is internal about the legality and politics of a Trump-like lockdown. Sorry, team, I was going off the script there. A Trump-like lockdown, Biden agreed on tools of rising border anger was a dramatic step. So, is he just responding to the polls?
No, I mean, Powell was one of the most conservative Republican senators that passed the bipartisan immigration bill, comprehensive bill, that passed the Senate, but it won't go for the House. Because I agree with Sean, I agree with you. Any big crisis, no doubt about it. But you can't say Democrats or Republicans solve it in your corners. We have to come together as Americans and solve it. And as Sean knows, you know, as an appropriator of Congress, you can't just write checks, you can't just hire 3,000 people. That comprehensive immigration bill that passed the Senate will put in there. We need to make sure we're cracking down on fentanyl. We need to make sure we have work order agent. But you can't do it with the executive order. You cannot. Only Congress has the power to do it.
Okay, let's back up.
Patrick, I love you to death, but the bottom line is that Joe Biden does have the authority to do it. The bill you're talking about, the bipartisan bill, it would have done nothing to secure the border. Everybody knows that's going to rely on that bill. If Joe Biden can't secure the border, it's hogwash. Donald Trump did it, Joe Biden can do it, and that legislation would have done nothing to secure the border.
There's obviously a lot of questions, guys, over who's to blame for the crisis that we are seeing happen right now. This was an exchange with Mayorkas earlier, with Rep. Henson, on who is to blame. Listen.
You're pointing the finger at Congress to fix the very decisions that the administration has made that have led to this crisis, correct?
No, that's incorrect.
Why do you think that's incorrect?
Actually pointing to Congress to fix what everyone agrees is a broken immigration system.
I mean, I think sometimes, Patrick, how long it took him to even acknowledge the crisis at the border, the problem at the border.
So I've been on your show with Sean and I have talked about this. There's no doubt there's a crisis. No one's done that. But we also need to take a step back. We need to solve it. American people are pissed off, and they're pissed off because Congress isn't getting anything done about it. And we have to work together. Can I just mention something like that? Just about 10 days ago, the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed. There were 6 immigrants doing potholes at 2 o'clock in the morning. Dirt jobs that no one else wants to do. 1 in 4 construction jobs in America are done by immigrants. We don't talk about those 6 that perished and went to those cold waters and died that night. We're the ones that are getting after. Now, I don't know if they're illegal or illegal or undocumented, but we know we have to fix this problem. When you have 18% of almost 1 in 5 of the workplace are immigrants, we got to do it.
Turn back, Master. This is not the place for us.
Democrats want to solve this issue. Real border security. Every single Democrat.
This one does not understand. This shrine is supposed to be lit with an ever-burning flame. Perhaps Sheherdaro has thrown good money after that. A simple Khajiit, doing what she can to survive. Sheherdaro came to this shrine for guidance.
And so now
It said the flame gives visions to those who seek it, answers to unasked questions. Mysteries defined by the stars themselves. And if Sahira Darrow makes some gold along the way, all the better.
Irish twins. California
The
has spent
shrine
$24
is key
billion
to all of
to
these
tackle
things.
homelessness. So
It's
where
a
did it all
shrine to
go?
Hermes
We've got new
Mora,
tales from the state
Daedric
audit.
Prince
Nick
of
will
Knowledge.
shock. Coming up
They
next.
say if you stare into the fire, all will be revealed. But without the ever-burning
From a
flame,
backed up
there is
gut.
no way to find the lost book.
Miralax works naturally with the water in your body
Lost
to help you
to
go.
the ages. They're full of
For your gut,
secrets
and
from
your
a
mood will
long
follow.
time.
For 8 grams
A
of fiber,
connection to
try
our
Mira
past
Fiber Gummies.
and a bridge to our future. It doesn't matter what lies
From
the
design
spirit
and
holds.
products to removal
Sahira
and
Darrow will
installation.
find those books.
Readout is with you
While
through every
searching
step
for
of
the
your
shrine,
remodel.
a
Call or
spirit
visit
appeared to me and
readout.com for your
warned me
free
away.
in-home design consultation.
Did you hear?
Don't you
A
see?
secret hoard of
Hermes
1893
Mora
$10
rewards
gold
the
Liberty
pursuit of
coins has been
knowledge.
found.
His
These
spirit
gorgeous
is a test
1893
to keep
gold
lazy
coins are
seekers
as bright
away.
and shiny as the day they were struck. And
They
less than
turn.
200 of
It's
these
the
gold
lying
coins are
spirit.
available. Coin experts are
Don't
calling
listen
the
to these
secret
fools'
U.S.
words.
gold coin
The
discovery
forbidden
a
tomes must
once-in-a-lifetime
be destroyed.
opportunity. And you
Place
can
them
own
in
a
the
piece
shrine's
of the
flame.
Lord. When
Quickly.
you call, you are guaranteed 1893 gold
What?
Liberties
That
from
isn't
Mad
possible.
Money, Philadelphia Mint.
No
With
matter.
limited
I'll
availability,
rekindle
you
the
must
shrine's
call
fire
now.
with my own
These
essence,
1893
but you
dated
must
gold
promise to
coins are
destroy
still
them.
in uncirculated
You saw
condition
what
with
happens to
brilliant
those who
luster.
possess the
That is
tomes.
131 years of history you can hold in your hand.
Then that is a
Call
blessing.
1-800-777-9590
Once the books begin calling to you, there is
Call
little
now
time
and
before
you'll
they
receive a
ensnare
free
you
bonus,
completely.
a $50 value,
Burn the
free
books.
with every
Don't
order.
let their burden
Call
destroy you.
1-800-777-9590 to secure your 1893 P10 gold Liberty coins before they sell out. Don't wait. You must act fast. Call now.
A widely filter, it's well designed and efficient. I appreciate that. Leaf Filter's technology keeps debris out of your gutters for good. Guaranteed. What more could you ask for? Call 833 Leaf Filter today.
No! The
Leaffilter.com.
flames burn us!
It's time to keep the dogs real food, not highly processed pellets. The farmer's dog is fresh food made with whole meat and veggies. It's not dry food.
You've done it.
It's not wet food.
The tomes are gone.
Real food.
I can't hear
It's
them
an idea
anymore.
whose time has come.
I'm certain that no one else shall fall into their trap. You managed what I could not. But it is done, which is all that matters.
Your driver killed my brother DJ. My life changed forever. During the pandemic, all of our lives changed. And we must turn to As life returns to normal, the increase in substance use Supply services report an increase in impaired driving that caused heartbreak and devastation. Now, more than ever, we need your commitment to never drive impaired and to encourage all of your family and friends to do the same. Together, we can save lives.
The House is voting to block a test vote for the reauthorization of the surveillance program, effectively stalling FISA legislation for the time being. 19 Republicans voted against the procedural move. Our David Spud has got more. They did this after Donald Trump said, kill FISA, even though in 2018 he gleefully reauthorized Section 702, saying it wasn't the same FISA law that was so wrongly abused during the election. So what's going on?
John, that's right. There have been a lot of changes to this. And Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act allows United States intelligence agencies to, without a warrant, conduct intelligence and obtain communications from foreign people overseas if they happen to be talking to someone in the United States about perhaps a nefarious plot. Some of those communications get blocked up. But right now, the House has blocked a test vote, a vote on the rule, which means that this cannot come to the floor, at least right now.
I like this one with the shield.
Senior GOP officials are going to have a closed-door meeting at 4 o'clock to see where they go forward from here. We also know now, John, that intelligence officials are on Capitol Hill giving a classified briefing to both Republicans and Democrats. So perhaps some minds will change after that. Congressman Dan Crenshaw, Republican from Texas, just said for the first time he's afraid and he feels scared based on what he's seeing right now because he wants this reauthorized. And of course, the deadline is next Friday at midnight, April 19th. John.
All right, well, clearly the former president's holding the last swear on this stuff. We'll see which way it goes. David Scott Force with the update. David, thank you. Senator.
Thank
Well,
you.
John, 1/3 of all homeless people in this country live in California. And over the last 5 years, the state has spent $24 billion trying to tackle the crisis. So how's that going? William Arcanist is tracking the money live from Los Angeles. William, a state audit was conducted. What is it revealing?
Well, it's basically showing that the state has no idea.
As part of the Dominion, you will gain
The state
security.
is always asking for more money to help the homeless, right? And taxpayers step up, and government is supposed to fix the problem. Well, now we learn from the state audit, California has virtually no idea if it
For
wasted that
prosperity.
$24 billion.
There's no change, Auntie.
Don't know.
The sickness is spreading.
Tell the spirit
Not sure.
must do
How
something.
much is too
It
much
can't
overhead?
spread with
Dime or a
the
dollar? Don't know. Why? No
I
one
hear
is
your
looking.
pain, old
The
one.
state doesn't measure.
Newcastle plantation depends on the great tree, yet it sickens before my
The
eyes.
state lacks
Our
proactive
faith
planning,
leaves in its
ongoing
branches.
costs and outcomes of its homeless
Do you
program
see that
because
strange
the
miasma?
supervising agency
It appeared
has
on the
not
great tree after the
consistently
hurricane,
tracked
like
and
a sickness.
evaluated the state
I've done what I
effort to
can,
prevent
but I fear it's not enough.
It's the old adage, how much
There's a
of
cave
each one of our
directly
dollars
beneath
is
us.
actually
I
getting
called the spirit there to heal the
the
great
end
tree's
user.
roots, but it hasn't
in
returned.
its efficient way
Would
as
you
possible.
see what holds the spirit
really
back?
difficult to
And aid it
determine
if you
with this
can.
audit.
I can feel the
So the
spirit's
state is
frustration.
flying blind.
It wants to
knows
help
one
the great
thing,
tree,
problem is
but
worse.
something
The state's homeless
prevents it.
was 6% last year, 180,000. 30% of
The
Americans
spirit is
homeless live in
old and
California.
powerful.
San
It
Jose,
seeks to
San
move
Diego, the
from root
audit
to
found
root,
track
aiding the great
spending
tree as it's able. But it's a healing spirit of singular purpose. It doesn't know how to defend itself. I'm uncertain. If so, the spirit must be protected from harm while it heals the great tree's roots. It knows what it
So
must
what
do.
went wrong? Well, the state agency that oversees the other
The great
agencies that
tree
oversees
shields
the
wind
nonprofits
catcher
that spend the
plantation
money
from the
has
winter
stopped
winds and
collecting
keeps
the
our
data.
settlement
So the
shaded from the heat of the
politicians, lawmakers have no
summer.
idea what
Its
works
story
and what
entwines
doesn't.
with ours.
That is just a brutal reality that you're
When the
learning
wind
there.
goddess
William
Kenarthi
Arcanist
first
will
travelled
keep
across the
tracking it. We'll be
heavens,
right back.
legends say she grew tired and rested in the branches of a small sapling before resuming her journey. That sapling became the great tree and gave Windcatcher Plantation its name. The spirit is old and powerful. It seeks to move from root to root, aiding the great tree as it's able. But it's a healing spirit of singular purpose. It doesn't know how to defend itself.
Okay.
Sure advantage. Keep those expectations comparable round trip. Extended with USPS Round Advantage.
I take balance of nature because it makes me feel great. I really thought that they paid people to say that stuff. And then I tried it. I was surprised. Balance of nature really was the game changer. I'm serious. It works.
Go to balanceofnature.com and get 35% off plus $10 off any additional sets with your first order as a preferred
Been a
customer.
Kwama master for
By using
over a
discount
decade.
code
I'm not
FOX6.
afraid to admit when I'm up to my neck in droppings, and I sure could use a hand getting out. Ever try piloting a ship through a hurricane while your entire cargo of Kwama eggs hatch into bug nuts? Can't recommend it. After we wrecked, they made a Kwama line toward this cave. I came after them, but they're a bit distracted. They always get surly after hatching, but these Kwama are downright unsociable. I tried to stop them from chewing on those huge roots. They objected. Bumped into a fine-looking tree trunk on my way out. Thought I was done for, but it kept walking.
Right now with your monthly gift.
Because of people like you, Shriners Hospitals for Children is able to make an everyday miracle happen for kids like me.
That brings a smile to my face.
Oh? Kwama didn't take to it, whatever it was. I heard them munching on it, same as those roots. The little one seems scared of it. If you could help the pretty tree trunk do what it needs to do, I bet they'll head back this way.
And when you call or go online right now to donate $19 a month or more, we'll send you this adorable Love to the Rescue blanket as a thank you. And a reminder of all the smiles you bring to kids' faces every day.
Well, today the day
If
you
they
send
stop
your
eating
love to
those
the
giant
rescue,
roots, they might get better. But I don't blame you if you have to put down a few to save the rest. Just be careful. Nothing fiercer than a crazed Kwama. Not even my sister-in-law.
On my right now to kids. If operators are busy, please wait patiently or go to westrunners.org right away.
Chris Napolitano here. Did you know there's a silver shortage? One of the Wall Street analyst John Rubino predicts the silver shortage could cause an imminent price spike. Listen to this. So the silver shortage is on his finally here. Solar and electric cars are using up all the metal that is out there and then some. And that's going to spike the silver price the next couple of years. I use content. Now I also own silver. Why should you consider silver? Find out in the Silver Shortage Report on my trusted friends at Lear Capital. Send it to you for free. Lear's I trust whenever I buy silver.
Get your free silver shortage report and see why experts believe silver prices are set to soar. Lear Capital, over 25 years in business, thousands of 5-star reviews, and a 24-hour risk-free purchase guarantee. When you call, ask how you can get up to $15,000 in bonus silver. Call 800-654-1010. 800-654-1010.
Breaking right now, it's a troubling news. Italian news of a shooting reported at 46th and Wyalusing, northwest of Philly. A report of a number of people shot, 4 guns recovered. 1 police officer discharged. This was Sandra, apparently at a Ramadan event celebrating the end of Ramadan. Today is Eid al-Fitr, which celebrates the end of Ramadan, and now we have this incident in Philadelphia.
And hundreds were in attendance, we are told. Philadelphia police officer also had to fire a weapon. Numerous arrests have been made, and as you just mentioned, John, 4 guns were recovered. Multiple people shot. We're continuing efforting more of an update on this story. These are live images just
Yeah, this is a celebratory day for since it was America marking the end of Ramadan. And now it's potentially turned to tragedy here in Philly. We don't have any word on the condition of people that might have been shot. You can see everybody knowing about the neighborhood, and that entire neighborhood has been closed down, by the way. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you again tomorrow. I'm John Hartz.
good to be with you, John. I'm Sandra Smith. Our coverage continues here. The story starts right now. Indeed it does. Thank you very much, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Martha McCallum, and this is the story. Today with Faith Pappas, Tommy Lahren, and an exclusive with independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Get his thoughts on the announcements that just came from the White House, their full-time go, and a lot more. But first, breaking moments ago, yet another hit from President Biden on Israel. Remember, on Tuesday, he stunned our ally Israel by calling their methods of war on Gaza a quote mistake after an aid vehicle was bombed there. Watch this.
Praise is great. The miasma is cleared. Yet I sense this begins a new chapter for the great tree. Though the creatures gorge themselves upon its roots, this was a passing instant. They can be taught to strengthen the great tree.
Along the shore wasn't like it was a convoy moving interceptor. So what I'm calling for is for the Israelis to just call for ceasefire.
The Kwama will soon learn the cave is their nest and treat the spirit as their queen. Together, they'll guard the cave against intruders who seek to harm the great tree.
A new story can frighten any creature until it realizes its role within.
Israel who fear, among other things, an imminent retaliatory attack on Israel, potentially by Iran. Now, the president sought to reassure moments ago with some slightly different toned comments in the Rose Garden, where he was speaking with Japan's Prime Minister. Watch.
As I told Prime Minister Netanyahu, our commitment to Israel's security against these threats from Iran and its proxies is ironclad. We say it again, ironclad. We're going to do all we can to protect Israel's security.
Hey, we're almost done. That's excellent. Then we get to Mistral. Time to pause for the cause, my man. Only about 30 seconds or so.
Martha, good afternoon. In a big development out of Gaza today, Israel reportedly struck and killed 6 relatives of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh, including 3 of his sons. Haniyeh was in Doha at the time, visiting injured Palestinians in a hospital. He was stoic and thanked God for honoring them as martyrs. This speaks to the religious beliefs Haniyeh has, seeing the deaths as honorable. The strike comes amid political disagreements on how to end the war. Once again, there is a massive rift between President Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Getting warmer out, so I got the allergy shit. It's 16 out today.
In an interview with Univision on Tuesday, President Biden expressed his clearest opposition to the plan yet. And in recent days, Israel has ramped up aid trucks to Gaza, with more than 1,000 loads entering the occupation in recent days. Israeli officials will not distribute aid unless the supplies make it inside. Also following reports from indicating that an attack by Iran or Israel could be imminent. This following a strike earlier this month in Syria that killed 2 top Iranian generals. A lot of tension. Trey, thank you very much for reporting. Want to take now to this breaking story that is happening right now in Philadelphia. Reports of a shooting at a Ramadan event in the city of brotherly love, and that hundreds of people were attending. National correspondent Brian Dennis reporting live on what he can gather so far from sources there. He is in New York. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Martha. Well, right now, you can tell you that approximately 9 affiliate Steve Keeley, he is reporting that they have made numerous arrests at what appears to be a mass shooting at a Ramadan event in West Philadelphia. He is reporting that there have been numerous arrests and at least 4 guns recovered. You're looking at 46th, this event, the shooting happening at 46th and YUC Avenue in West Philadelphia. They will celebrate Fatir, which is Mark's 10th obviously the month of which is fast daily, and from dawn to sunset, it is the holiest of months, and this was breaking the fast. It was supposed to be a celebration in West Philadelphia, and there was some sort of shooting here. This is multiple police sources that are talking to our affiliate Fox 29. We know at least 1 Philadelphia police officer also fired their weapon. We are trying to determine if possible at this time right now in and around the area. The extent of injuries has been chosen. We don't know yet. So we are working the phones right now. Reports are that multiple people are hurt, and that 4 weapons have been recovered at what was supposed to be a celebration in West Philadelphia today, marking the end of Ramadan. That is what we know so far. This was at FDR Park, from our understanding so far. So that's what we know so far, Mark.
I have a quick question. I don't know if you know the answer. We're looking at these aerial
Mistral is.
Over huge police presence in this area. Is it your understanding that the shooting happened in the park, outside, or inside a building?
Yeah, I gotta think right now, based on what we're seeing, that this happened at the park. Based on the initial reports and based on the police officers right now, they're scoping what it appears, looking for any evidence right now at this moment in a child's playground at this park where this event is happening.
information that one Philadelphia police officer fired their weapon. Is that coming from the Philadelphia police social media or PIO?
No, that is coming directly from our reporter, Philly affiliate Steve Keeley, who has been reliable in the past. Great response to that.
Sure, Steve, absolutely. Thank you. All right, Brian. So we're going to come back to you, I'm sure, as we continue to cover this breaking story. You see the aerial shot in Philadelphia. Joining me now by phone is Nicole Parker, former FBI special agent and Fox News contributor. Nicole, welcome. Always good to have you as we get these breaking stories, because in your career as an FBI agent, you often
Be shorter if I did this.
like this. What can you surmise just based on this aerial shot and the information that Brian gave us so far?
Well, obviously it's very early on in this investigation. The number one priority is the safety of those in attendance at this event. And if multiple weapons have been found, obviously, it's dangerous. People need to, again, I always give this advice when there's an active shooting event: run, hide, and fight. The top priority of law enforcement is to respond immediately, to get in there, to see where the threat is, neutralize the threat as soon as possible, and to protect as many citizens as possible. Anyone in the surrounding areas needs to vacate the area, and again, the suspect is still on the loose. There can be multiple suspects. It's a very difficult situation for law enforcement to track down, especially if it's in an open park and open area. There is significance, Martha, as far as this date. This is Ramadan, okay? This is the holy month for Muslims. And I understand it's just the very end of Ramadan, and that someone would do this at the very end, at a celebration event, for something that is such a holy and sacred religious event.
The Dominion welcomes all who wish to
Without
join.
delving in too much into motive at this point, because it is very premature, I guarantee that there is something that this individual had a problem, and they are taking out their grievance on this holy religious holiday. Again, the law enforcement, they are trying to track down whoever this individual is, protect the citizens, run, hide, and fight if you're in the area. They're going to be setting up a perimeter. They're going to be identifying where this occurred, and they need everyone to get away as quickly as possible, safely and securely.
Yeah, because one of the questions that we have, we don't know, as you point out, Nicole, how many gunmen there were, if there was more than one, if anyone ran off and escaped, and obviously it's a concern for the other buildings in the area. There's some apartment buildings that we just saw that maybe someone might be seeking refuge in one of those areas. So if you are in this area, you have to be very concerned and very careful to make sure that you're not letting anyone in, leaving a door open, any of that kind of thing. Nicole, given this report, I'm told that Brian Yanis has a little bit more information on this for us. Brian, what are you learning?
First and foremost, I'm the local reporting on the town is developing WKEI.
This one has heard reports. You've kept busy. Good. You're keeping now more than ever. How did things go?
Guns have been found. Now, that is a report following our Steve Keeley, who said
Clearly, you are meant to help us out. John and Jode have a sense of humor, yes? And of course, Raj thinks discretion deserves a reward. Keep your wits about you, my new friend. Mistral's houses cast deep shadows, and vipers lurk in the grass.
And Brian, we don't know whether or not there were children that
Mistral
went
is
to
the
this
jewel
playground,
of the southern seas,
after a
a free port
celebration,
with trade ties to half of town now. Ambassadors from the Dominion arrived weeks ago to negotiate its admission into the alliance. Unfortunately, things have not gone smooth.
that we're going to be seeking answers for in the coming hours.
Kenarthi's Roost has an old treaty with the Maori. They claim the Dominion fleet intended to invade their home waters. It's a sticking point in the negotiations. The Sylvanar could use some help. Find him, give him this token. He'll know you are a friend. Without Mistral's support, the Dominion will have precious little defense on the southern coasts. But we are not here to conquer anyone. The Sylvanar knows this. He's in the Chancellor, seeking a peaceful resolution. The High Elves, Wood Elves, and Khajiit stand united under the Eagle Banner. We secure our borders against invaders from the Covenant and Pact, but it is no easy task. And Queen Irene leads our Dominion, of course.
Parker, as you just heard Brian report, they have 4 individuals. So obviously,
Razumdar is just a
anything about
simple
these
Khajiit.
individuals, it's going to start
He
to shed
seeks
a
the
little bit of
best
light
for
on
all
what
the
may have
people of
happened here. And I
Talia.
should also point out, sometimes they take 4
Also, a
people into
savage that
custody,
one pleads the
and it
tale.
turns
One
out
day,
that they only hold 1 or 2 of them, but they grabbed 4 people at any rate.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. I'm going to echo your sentiments because
he is
in
the
law
voice and
enforcement, when
spirit
there's
of the
something
Wood
active
Elves.
going on
They
like
say
this,
he
and there's
is
any suspicion that this
wise
person may
and
have been a
will
shooter,
be
that they
their
were in possession
greatest
of a
leader.
firearm,
Whatever
you're going
that
to,
is.
you know,
This one knows him
handcuff
as
that
an
individual
unrivaled
until you
diplomat.
deem that they
He
are
is also
not
the
the
Dominion's
suspect. And
best
so just
hope of
because 4 people
resolving
have
his
been
matter
arrested and are
peacefully.
currently in custody does not mean that they have been verified to have been the individual who was actually, you know, shot at someone. So again, 4 in custody right now, that could definitely change down the road. But right now, it's a very fluid situation. And I can say, responding to these types of events, the number one concern, again, is making sure that the gunfire ends and that those that may have been firing those weapons are immediately taken into custody. There will be questioning. There will be a full investigation into this. And obviously, the safety of those in attendance. If there were any injuries, issuing medical help. You know, law
Again, that
enforcement, we always
happens.
think they're the ones that are there to, you know, take the guns away and to fire when they need to, but they also are there to render medical care until they can get proper medical attention. And so, again, those in the area, the best advice I can say is until it is deemed as safe, to stay,
We
you
got
know, where
3
you are, stay put,
points.
stay safe, and everyone needs to stay calm. Stay calm. And again, premature to talk about it, but I don't know that it's a coincidence that it happened to be at the end of Ramadan that this occurred.
You know, we're getting a little better sense, Nicole, if you're able to look at what we have on screen right now. You can see the crime tape is clearly around this playground area. And outside of the crime tape, there's food truck and kiosks, you know, sort of things set up potentially for a party. We see a few tents along the side of the road here. And there it looks like a Catholic church in the foreground of this shot that is part of this park that we're looking at here. I'm also watching the posture of law enforcement on the ground there. They're not running. They appear to be, you know, walking calmly as if they're in the middle of an investigation, but not a manhunt, at least from what I can see so far.
Right, and I think that's an extremely important point to make as well, Martha, is that if there's active gunfire going on, obviously it's going to look very, very different than it is right now. Without an official statement yet from law enforcement, you will get more information soon, and that is
Oh,
also a
this
top
is good.
priority. They're setting up a perimeter. They're making sure that everyone is safe, backed away from where this alleged crime may have occurred, and they will hopefully be providing information to the press and to the public as soon as possible, because it is a top priority as well to inform the community so that they know what is going on and they can take proper precautions.
There is a lot of law
Ship has
enforcement on
sunk.
the scene.
We must find someone to hire us until
What
the
do you
next
got?
comes in.
There are, you know, white vehicles and black vehicles, and all the to be law enforcement that are literally
They
all
will
over
need
this
help
entire
rebuilding after that
And
gale.
that would be
I'm not too keen on that. A little town like this won't be able to pay up front. We're leaving on the next boat we can get, right?
You have a better idea? Spit it out!
Hey, ideas aren't my strong suit. I'm just saying, look at this place. Do they look like they can afford us?
You have a point. Mafia, what else?
Let's ask around.
your job, and you
I'm
want to be in
sure
there protecting other
something will
individuals,
come
and
up.
they need all the help that they can get. If it's a local matter, we don't know at this point. If it's terrorist related, with the gang related, we do not know at this point. But all law enforcement agencies, that would be normal for all of them to come to the scene. They're going to set up a command post. They're going to set up what happened and who has jurisdiction to work this investigation. But I guarantee you, even if it's worked by the locals, I guarantee that federal, you know, the FBI, for example, they're going to offer all resources necessary to get to the bottom of this case and discover what happened and put those behind bars that are the cause of it.
So we just saw, thank you, and stay with us, Nicole. We just saw one ambulance that seemed to be leaving the scene. It did not have its lights on, and it was pulling out of the area. So, you know, as Nicole points out, there's an enormous response, and then they'll start
Restoration staff I don't need.
on the scene here. Nicole is with us, Brian is
Break
with
them
us.
all down in crafting though.
FBI Special Agent Chris Swecker, who joins us now by phone. Chris, thank you very much for being here. Your initial thoughts as you kind of get a little bit read in and view what's going on here.
but getting information flowing in one direction, one place is a real challenge. And as people pointed out, there are quite a few different agencies probably represented by this time, and they're trying to get their unified command together right now and to set up that command post so that they can efficiently manage what's going on. They got to neutralize any threats that there still are, identify whether there are threats, and that's dependent on information getting to the right place. In these sorts of situations, you tend to responders pick up the phone and respond to their own agencies and start funneling information, and it's very compartmentalized. So the real challenge at the very beginning is to get that information flow to one place and try to get some kind of coherent picture so that you can respond effectively and appropriately. And I think that's what it'll take sometimes hours to get that effectively set up.
Yeah, Chris, I'm not seeing anything coming in from the Philadelphia Police Department yet. What would you estimate, given the fact that we're not seeing a lot of activity on the scene at this point, how long would you expect it would take for them to make some kind of statement about what's going on here?
Yeah, unless they really needed to get a bolo out to the public and get that big assist, I think they got their hands full right now just trying to respond to the incident. So they have to step up to the plate right now to get some information out to the public and either warn the public or lift their efforts trying to capture someone or again, solicit their information. So even that takes a little bit of time to get it together because it's not a shotgun blast out there.
He just killed Banner.
So there's going to be a time, several hours, before they really get organized here. And I can see this going on for a little while. There's multiple guns. That are recovered at the scene.
Both of you, calm down.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Sometimes. They have a lot of gold.
Again, the first priority one is to make sure
Little
that they've responded to any
That's it.
threats right now.
There's any left to pay well. There isn't.
This shot that has the map in it, just to show people the area that we are talking about here. If we take that full photo, the Philadelphia shooting, this is McLaren, Mohammed Square. So that is the area that you're seeing on the right-hand side of your screen that we've been watching. And you can see it in relation to the city of Philadelphia. We are told that there's going to be an update. So they do have some information that they're going to be ready shortly to share with the public. And we're going to take some live there as soon as that gets underway. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with a report from the Philadelphia police after this. Veteran homeowners, have you looked at the interest rates on your credit cards lately? Get ready for a shock. The rate on many credit cards is now over 22%. You want to save hundreds of dollars a month? Pay off the balances on your high-rate cards and other debt with a lower-rate VA home loan from New Day USA. Get the financial peace of mind every veteran deserves. No one takes care of veterans like New Day USA.
Call 1-800-360-7181.
I have many quality items.
Prescribed Ingrezza has simple dosing for TB. Always one pill, one stick. Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have thoughts of suicide. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects, including angioedema, potential heart rhythm problems, and abnormal movements. Report fevers, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these may be life-threatening. Sleepiness is the most common side effect.
Take control by asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Hi guys. Bill, you look great. Now that I have Inspire, I'm free from struggling with the mask.
I have many quality items crafted of the finest woods in all of Tamriel.
I'm going again. Bye.
Okay. Go get that sky shard.
Alhambra. A real
I gotta go here first.
dog.
Is the Sylvanar blind? Every one of these sea elves is a venomous serpent waiting to strike. Wish Lord can take them all. Why did the Sylvanar negotiate with these filthy Maomer? Those pirates are a stick in the High Elf eye. They capture our merchant ships and raid our settlements. If I had any say, we'd negotiate with a sword at their throats. Not as long as the Sylvanar confuses diplomacy with capitulation. He's inside with the rest of them, pretending this won't end in bloodshed. Go, see this farce for yourself.
If you have at least $10,000 to invest, call and talk with one of our bond specialists at 1-800-593-6593. We'll send you our exclusive bond guide, free, with details about how bonds can be an important part of your portfolio.
Your pardon, friend. The Dominion's arrival on Kenarthi's Roost has upset the locals. It falls on me to smooth the waters. Please, help yourself to food or drink. I'm happy to speak with you once this matter is settled. Most unexpected. It seems we have a mutual friend. May I ask, what brings you to Mistral? Then perhaps you can advise me on a small matter. The Maomer have a treaty with Kenarthi's Roost. This is nothing to fear. A treaty is something I can work with. Yet neither Ambassador Ulundil nor Headwoman Harani will produce a copy. Indeed, why not? It would be indecorous to suggest the treaty is anything but actual and sound, yet I fear it won't present itself without a more active line of inquiry. Would you be my voice in this with Ambassador Ulundil and Headwoman Harani? Exactly. A chorus of requests may succeed in carrying the tune. Harani in particular seems eager to see this resolved, though I fear the Dominion presence binds her hands. But I'll leave you to it.
That could cost, potentially, the president votes across the country and in the battleground states that matter the most. So this is a Zoom forum of individuals who live in those battleground states being interviewed and asked questions about what is motivating them.
These one things you have come to make a deposit, yes?
I think he's been absolutely disastrous for the economy.
I agree.
If you're here to pick President Trump's policies on the economy would be better for your family, personal. Raise your hand. All right, so that is everybody.
Brian Redburn is co-host of the Big Money Show. Brian, good to have you here. Let me first get your thoughts, as we are about half an hour away from closing the market, on what we're seeing here. What's really getting hit? What are people going to notice in their 401ks?
Well, markets hate this inflation number because it's higher than expected, and it's, like the third reading in a row that's come in that way. So you've got a problem because the markets have been betting on an interest rate cut. Frankly, a lot of Americans would like to see rates go down. I get it. But with this kind of inflation data, the Fed doesn't have a reason to do that. So you're seeing traders in the market starting to realize we've got to back off our expectations for rates coming down, and that's going to affect valuations. So I don't think this is the end of the red ink when it comes to the stock market, because inflation, Martha, is not responding to what the Fed has been doing. And I would say in large part that's because the federal government is spending, and that keeps pushing inflation back up.
It's interesting. They're sort of biting off their
Okay.
nose to spite their face because they want inflation to come down. But then when I watch the speeches that are happening in places like Wisconsin and Kamala Harris, it's all about give backs. It's all about, we're going to help you with your energy cost, your student loan, all these things, which cost the government obviously a lot of money.
Yeah, they're literally going out on the campaign trail and talking almost exclusively about spending. The problem is if you do that, inflation cannot come down. So you have to ask yourself, what's Biden most serious about? Is he most serious about spending or most serious about bringing down inflation? And the answer is, and you can see in the data, he's much more serious about spending. That's why markets are losing confidence that inflation will come down and rates will come down.
I imagine he's also serious about winning the election, and David Axelrod really has not been, a favorable friend towards Joe Biden for years. in terms of what he says about him. And he said he's upset that he keeps touting the strong economy. He said it drives me crazy. He says, I wouldn't go out there and extol the miracle of the Biden economy. It just drives me crazy when he does that. I think he needs to put himself on the side of the working people in their economic fight. And then he had
Oregon treasure map. I think I need that.
About what's going on.
Nobody's buying bridges. We're buying things at the grocery store. We're trying to pay for insurance. We're trying to buy cars. He's ignoring
Wait. Craig Lorne.
He geared his entire policy around the ideological imperative to spend. And if you do that, you can't fight the fight America wants you to fight, which is get prices down and make life livable again.
Right, Robert, thank you very much. We love seeing you on this channel. We love seeing you here, so it's great to have you. Thank you very much. So, also breaking now, as we monitor the situation in Philadelphia, back on the Hill in D.C., a live look at Secretary Mayorkas, a man who has resisted hard, but he has been under an enormous amount of pressure over the past couple of years. We're now hearing that President Biden may actually do an executive action on the border, which he has resisted himself for the last 3 years. Tommy Lauren and Philly Grimes. Next.
We're going to close up our borders and we're taking all of the criminals out. Because many of the people that came in, they came from jails, they came from insane asylums and mental institutions. Many terrorists, many drug dealers at the highest level. Introducing Allison Black Psoriasis. She thinks her flaky gray patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis. Otezla can help you get clear skin and reduce itching and flaking with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla have depression.
We upheld our treaty with the people of Kenarthi's Roost for generations, and this is how they repay our kindness? We will not allow high elf thieves to gain a foothold in our territorial waters.
Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
By all rights, this is our island. Harani's people occupy it with our blessing. If she breaks the treaty, so breaks our truce. We'll take back our island, and the Khajiit will pay the price. We keep a copy on an island far from here. I see no reason to send for it. I won't allow high elf warfrats another chance to take our rightful lands. Why don't you bother Harani for her
They have
copy?
over 25 years of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews and a 24-hour risk-free purchase guarantee.
It's hard to keep track of the new faces since the hurricane, but I don't believe we've met. Welcome to Mistral. May your stay here be full of warm winds and soft sounds.
When you call, ask how you can also get up to $15,000 in bonus gold.
And I told him the mere act of doing so would complicate matters with our longtime Maormer allies. They take great offense to the Dominion's claims upon our island. Look around you. What great armies do you see? Our survival depends on knowing when to fight and when to please. The treaty brought us prosperity for generations. I will not be the one to break it.
Ensure with 27 vitamins and minerals, complete transfer of immune health, and ensure complete with 30 grams of protein.
Is your shower trying to tell you something?
Any
Getting
luck
in and out of
securing
the
a copy of the
bathtub
treaty?
becoming a safety concern? Are you worried about the cost of a bathroom remodel that can go on for weeks and weeks?
I'll call a
Well,
break in
now you
formal
can have a
talks until
gorgeous
everyone
new
calms
bathroom
their
shower
nerves.
that's
You
safer
understand
at
the
a price you
stakes,
can
yes?
afford with
It's
a
why I
one-day
asked you to take a more
bathroom
active
remodel.
role in locating the treaty.
Did not have to wait.
Lightly.
It is amazing.
I would give this whole experience an A+. I definitely wish I would have called sooner.
From soft close shower doors and adjustable shower heads to features
Our
like grab
heart allowed
bars
the
and
Dominion's
custom
first
seats that
act
combine
on
safety
Kenarthi's
and
Roost to be
style.
one of
It's
conquest.
never been easier.
fear.
I understand our mutual friend prefers the rum served at a nearby tavern. Perhaps he would have ideas on securing a copy of the
Only
treaty.
weeks left to get waived installation and no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzifactorymodel.com
It's a name,
or
a
call
title, and our holy city.
800-991-2603. That's
Quite an honor to carry around such an
800-991-2603.
important word,
Call
and
now.
the occasional burden in its confusion about Sotheby.
They turn to
Not even the
Biz2
Green
Credit to
Lady
fund
calls me
what's
by my
next.
given name.
From fitness
Ed alone
studios to
doesn't
medical
roll off the
offices
tongue,
and
I
every
suppose.
small business in between, we've got you covered. Whether you need new equipment, funds to expand, or need money to cover
Silver
unforeseen business
seems like it's been
expenses,
such a
Biz2
short
Credit
while,
is the
but the
trusted
wrinkles on my
partner for
face
your
tell
small
me
business
differently.
funding needs.
Or did you mean as Dominion
Scan
Envoy?
the code on your
I've
screen
taken
now,
on
or go to
diplomatic tasks for our
biz2credit.com to
fledgling
apply.
alliance since its inception,
Biz2 Credit,
so
funding
not very
what's
long
next.
at all. A freshly grown fruit still without blemish. On behalf of the Bosmer people, it's my goal to keep it that way. If you speak with the Green Lady, don't mistake her manner as distaste for the Dominion. She simply misses our home of Valenir. She sustains me, and I her. Together, we are the aspirations of the Bosmer people given form. Put simply, she is the love of my life. Also, she grows ill-humoured when I gush about her within earshot. I best say no more.
The possibility of executive action in the coming weeks. Tommy Lahren and Philip Reines are standing by, but first, a professional push not coming with hearing today. I shall have to on Capitol Hill. Hi, Aisha.
Hi, Martha. Well, the secretary is getting some bipartisan criticism right now. Just a few minutes ago, Montana Senator John Tester just blasted Mayorkas, saying the status quo at the southern border is not working, and that his funding proposal that he brought to Congress today is, quote, inadequate. Now, all eyes are on vulnerable Democrats, just like Tester, as Republicans say those Democrats
You think this one drinks on the job?
see an
Good.
impeachment trial.
Then so will everyone else.
On
What is the
anything
word, my
related
new
to the
friend?
border. And as you know, the House articles of impeachment, they were supposed to be sent
Ulander
over to the Senate
certainly
this
won. His
evening,
Viper
but that's
card
been
is
delayed
sharp.
by House
But
Speaker
Harani
Mike
can't
Johnson
because
to
her
give
copy
Senate
was
Republicans
stolen.
a little bit
It
more
only takes
time
3
to
drinks
put
to
pressure
loosen the
on
tongue of a
Democrats
chancery
to
clerk,
hold a
if you
trial.
were curious.
Instead, Secretary Mayorkas is here pleading for more money for the border, all while being impeached for his job at the
A
border.
good
Here he is
question.
ignoring my
Raz
questions this
answers
morning
it with an
about it all.
interesting bit of trivia.
Secretary
Ulan
Mayorkas,
Deal
do you think
posted
that
a
you should be
guard at
here
his
asking
quarters
for
the
money
day
for
of
more
the
money
theft.
for the border
His
when you've been
subtleties
impeached for
rivaled
your job?
only by his pleasant personality. Oh,
Secretary, are you
and
ready
it's
to go to
5
trial?
drinks for MC stuff.
Do you want to
6
go to
puts them
trial?
on.
My own father, divine save his soul, was torn to pieces.
Someone needs to slip
Martha,
into Marmor
Mayorkas has been
Embassy,
asked
find
repeatedly
a way
about
past
this
the guard,
possibility
and
that
rifle
President
through
Biden
Ulander's
could
private
issue
quarters.
executive action
Oh,
at the
and
border.
do
He
it
says that
without
they are
bloodshed that could
considering
provoke
all
war
different
in
options,
Marmor.
but those
In
would
case he
have
was
to
not clear,
survive
Raz
legal
is
action
talking about you.
lawsuits.
Oh fuck, I love Raz. She's awesome.
The pragmatist in this one says it's because you have no firm connection to the Dominion. The optimist says it's because you have proven yourself more than capable already. When you have the treaty, meet both of us at the bridge.
I'd like to start actually with a soundbite from Alejandro Mayorkas back in 2021, talking about the Trump policies that have been in effect.
Do not worry. It is safely
rescinded
gauged.
so many Trump immigration policies, it would take so much time to list them.
Dahara would not let it tear the flesh from your bones.
Given what we've seen happening at the border, and 3 years
Joining
later,
the Dominion isn't about what is taken from you, but what we gain from each other.
You're referring to all of the Trump policies that they rolled back immediately when they came into office.
Well, the first thing he did when he came into office were the executive orders about the Muslim ban. Those didn't withstand legal scrutiny. What's important about that is to note 2 things. First, you know what I'm going to say, and Tommy knows what I'm going to say, is that in February, the Republicans in the House refused to pass the most comprehensive immigration policy in some time that would have given the president the authority to close the border. Now, you're going to ask me why the president doesn't use executive authority to do that, executive orders. And the reason for that is similar to the problem that President Trump used at the beginning of his administration. Executive orders often do not withstand legal scrutiny. He might use it because it's better than nothing, but it does not excuse House Republicans for not passing the legislation in February. It was not passed
pure and simple. Well, that, you know, I mean, some of that is true. But the problem is that he has a huge electoral issue on his hands. People blame him for what is happening at the border, according to these polls, Tommy, and he has hesitated to do anything about it. You know, sometimes it's better to take action and ask questions later. It looks like that may be finally after 3 years where this president is headed, Tommy.
Yeah, maybe so, because someone went in the poll numbers on the issue, so he knows that he probably has to do something, because simply ignoring the problem isn't doing the job. But, you know, I'm getting so tired of Democrat talking points on this issue, Martha, because just this week, Joe Biden flouted the Supreme Court decision on his student loan forgiveness. He was more than happy to stand legal challenge for that, for forgiving student loans on the back of the American taxpayer. But once again, Democrats tell us that on this issue, the border, he doesn't want to have to fight legal battles if he were to protect and secure our nation.
You aren't getting...
His foremost
Are
duty
you
as our
lost?
commander-in-chief and
Ambassador
the president of the United
Ulander's
States.
quarters
So
aren't
I'm so
open for
tired of hearing
visitors.
that he can't do something.
None
He
of your
certainly can do
business.
something. It sounds
Go
like
bother the
he's
clerk.
considering
He doesn't know when to
something.
shut up
3.5
either.
years later, 10 million illegal immigrants into this country, not including the gotaways. You've had this going on, this crisis, this invasion for 3.5 years, and just now he's deciding he's pulling over the options that he has. The options that he's had have been on the table since day one when they were gloating about rescinding everything Donald Trump did. So he's seeing the poll numbers, too little, too late. The American people blame him for this, and they don't have the attention span of a squirrel, so they're going to remember that in November, regardless of what he does in the next month or two.
I mean, there's nothing more powerful than an election to give someone a job approval number.
Ambassador Ulander isn't here. And if he was, he'd be far too busy to entertain the likes of you. That's what I've been wondering. He spices his rum with moon sugar, you know. I'm sure one of the servants brings it to him. If I catch him sleeping at his post again, I'll inform the ambassador.
Forgive student loans, but you do take an oath to protect and defend the country. So how does he get around that in this situation?
Well, I mean, you just threw a lot at me, and I'm sorry that Tommy doesn't like my foreign talking points, but I think student forgiveness is a good example because that has not withstood legal remedy. But more importantly, look, no one likes what's going on at the border. Joe Biden doesn't like it. Donald Trump didn't like it. Barack Obama didn't like it. George Bush didn't like it. Bill Clinton didn't like it. It is a horrible problem.
Are you lost? Ambassador Ulander's quarters aren't open for visitors. What? Give it here. She wants to meet me. No. Out of my way.
You're right that all those former presidents didn't like the situation, and health insurance has never been worse than it is now in terms of the sheer numbers and the attention that it's getting. The board of consumer elbows, thank you very much, Tommy, for this evening for the vote. So take a look at this: more than 1 million fentanyl pills seized at one border crossing in Raleigh, Arizona, in just a few days. Now the feds launching a cooperation targeting cartel members. They accuse of smuggling 90% of the fentanyl that is killing Americans at a record rate in the United States. Correspondent Bill Lucian reporting live from the border in Eagle, Texas. Head up.
Yeah, I'm going to have to earlier today. CBP announced they are launching a new operation they're calling Plaza Spike, which they say will be an effort to stop fentanyl trafficking into the United States. They say that operation will target plaza bosses, these cartel bosses along the southern border, primarily in the Jalisco and Sinaloa cartels. And it's a good thing they're doing that because these fentanyl traffickers are constantly at work. Take a look at these images here. You just mentioned this off the top, Martha. This is in Nogales, Arizona, the CBP port of entry there, where agents seized 1.1 million fentanyl pills over a span of just 4 days. Those smugglers hiding those pills in different things, including a microwave, a deflated bounce house, and the doors and firewall of a vehicle. But that wasn't all. Take a look at these images. Border Patrol reported this last weekend alone. Their agents seized 270 pounds of hard narcotics all along the southern border. That includes coke, meth, and fentanyl. All this you're looking at seized this past weekend alone with a $6 million street value. And then lastly, take a look at these wild images. Nogales port of entry once again. A
CBP officer seized 10 different AK-47 rifles trying to be smuggled into Mexico for these cartels, including one guy who had an AK rifle strapped to his body as he tried to go into Mexico. Didn't work out for him. Back down here live, things have been slower here at Eagle Pass, but CBP sources telling me yesterday in San Diego sector, things were hot. More than 1,000 illegal crossings there yesterday.
Wow.
Chinese nationals, the number of Chinese continues to climb. Our southern border, more than 22,000 already just since October. Send it back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Bill. And joining us now is independent presidential candidate Vladimir Kennedy Jr. Mr. Kennedy, thank you very much. Good to have you with us. You hear the back and forth here on the border. Good to see you. And the excuses really that we've heard from President Biden about why his hands are tied on this issue, he can't do anything, even given the extreme crisis that Americans are saying they see there.
Yeah, it's not true. What Secretary Mayorkas is, I can tell you from having spent a lot of time at the border, it's just not true. One of the big problems is that President Biden holds it, and I was not for the wall. So I want to say that at the outset. I am now, because I've been at the border. I watched 300 people come across in 2 hours between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Just walk across the border, brought here buses by the civil and drug cartel. You're coming through one of
The spring in your step. Did you know a sense of accomplishment can alter one's stride? You'll learn to notice it in others. The Sylvanar is certainly being watched by the monarch. You should inform him the treaty is safe. He will know what to do next. The Sylvanar and the Green Lady are being put up in the armored hold. This one recommends you knock before entering. Green Lady gets jumpy at first approach.
Put on some coffee. It's a liquid of the gods, after all.
At a quick glance, there are holes in the treaty. When the Sylvanar worries a bit, he'll tear a hole in the mountain side. The treaty, of course, not Ambassador Ulrich, though that's
President Biden with Prime Minister Kushida at the joint press conference today. Listen carefully to the sort of nuances between the way they talk about China. Watch this.
The United States and Japan will recently defend and bolster free and international order based on the rule of law, and that Japan and the United States as global partners shall work together for their purpose. On challenges concerning
Get them while they're hot. No weapons and armor for them. Or flagellates about his private business.
It's not aimed at any one nation or a threat to the region.
The Sylvanar's inside resting. You have 5 minutes.
Japan's prime minister says the alliance is to protect against China, but then President Biden said the alliance is strictly defensive and it is not against any one country. Why is President Biden being so cautious to say that this alliance between Japan
Time for you to leave.
is to protect against
No! No!
I think that it's appropriate for the president to be trying to de-escalate tensions with China.
You found him like this? What did you see? Answer me! Then you know nothing. 1,000 curses on this wretched island. They've taken my beloved. None who survive the day. I am the unerring bolt. Once loosed, I cannot stop till I pierce my quarry's eye. Harani knows her own city. If she won't tell you who did this, I'll shorten her tail until she does. Now go! Go!
They dominate the South Trinity. The problem for China is they cannot survive without Walmart, and they cannot survive without oil from the East, and we can cut that off.
This one does not like it. But perhaps you're right. Still, keep checking, will you?
An economic complication to China in countries like
See this dusty right? Your chance for untold prosperity comes with dominion rule.
With fentanyl, we have 22,000 Chinese across the border in California, an area where we have a massive number of military bases. And you know, there's every reason to think that they could be trying to plant intelligence into the border as well. We hear you on that. Lots to talk to you about, so I hope we come back soon. Thank you very much, sir. Good to have you with us today. All right, another look now at Philadelphia, where we have breaking news this afternoon. We are about to get an update from the police on reports of a potential
What's
mass
your
shooting
step,
event
Groundwalker?
at an event that was marking the end of Ramadan, a celebration. We're going to take you there right after this. Stay with us.
Wrong area. Where is Harani?
Call 1-888-928-2079.
Always dry scoop before you run. Listen, hot down and go big shooting.
It's time we listen to science. One a day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One a day. Science that matters.
It's only a matter of time until your check engine light is up, or worse yet, your car needs repair. That could be a big surprise auto repair bill. Those repairs are more expensive than ever. A new engine can be over $5,000. A new transmission over $4,000. That's why it's so important to call CarShield today. CarShield is the #1 auto protection company in the country.
I like CarShield.
Not again. Please. I understand what the Sylvanar desires, but I already told you. We cannot provide him with our copy of the treaty. Did. But he was just here. What happened? How awful. Who would harm such a peaceful creature? My guards saw nothing. We doubled the watch to ensure safety. I cannot abide the Sylvanar's murder in my town. I'll shut down the port if I have to. None set sail until his killer is brought to justice. Of course, I hereby declare you a deputy of the Mistral Guard. No door shall be barred to you. On my desk, you will find the most recent reports from the Mistral Guard. You are welcome to review them for any inconsistencies that could lead to the killer's capture.
The Sylvanar murdered? These treacherous Khajiit have plotted with the Maormer to slay our noble envoy.
How dare you! The Sylvanar was our guest. You go too far, Viceroy.
Outrageous. More Dominion treachery. I will conduct my own investigation. No sea rat will show me up. I'll get to the bottom of this myself.
Call 1-800-908-6039 or go to CarShield.com. Get covered today.
The Forger controversy flows out from the intensifying battle in progress to the future of our Marcus. John Kennedy has Capitol Hill Insight today on Your World.
If that clerk has any sense, he'll find it.
President talked about the how President Biden facing pressure over the war in the Middle East and the situation in the southern border and the U.S. economy, with prices going up for the third straight month. Very tough inflation number that we got right now. Gallup poll shows that Americans are confident in the new job, according to their numbers, just 39% since the president managed the government effectively. That changed for 2020. Down 13 points from when he was elected. That's not the direction you want that number going. Now, President Trump went up a point in the past 4 years. Almost half of Americans say that he can manage the government effectively, and he is at 29% in that most recent reading. Let's bring in Outkick founder Travis Clay. Good to have you with us. Your take, top line on those numbers that we just got in.
Look, I'm sure you saw the Wall Street Journal.
Alchemist.
This week, I believe, it said that if you're in a grocery store, it costs you 36.5% more to the exact same objects as back when President Trump was in
Get
office.
off my ship before I throw you off!
Bidenomics
And I need a new rigging and a serving wench. Too bad for us both. Now get off my deck before I throw you off.
That their money doesn't go as far as it used to. And I've talked about this a lot on the Clay and Buck show, the radio show that I do, Martha. When I take
Why
my
didn't
kids
you
now to
say so?
Chick-fil-A, which I
You're a
believe President
deputy
Trump
of the
called
guard?
God's chicken
The
today,
same guard whose authority ends where my ship begins? On the dock or in the water? Your choice.
From Donald Trump buying everybody milkshakes and
That's a
chicken
serving
at
wench.
Chick-fil-A. Watch.
3 minutes. If my sailors see your hands where they shouldn't be, I'll keelhaul you myself.
Now, you like to do this. You like to show up and, buy pizza for everybody, buy milkshakes and chicken for everybody. We talk about mindfulness. This is, a very direct method with the milkshake, but I think, it goes over well in these environments. I'm thinking about the fact that President Biden buys himself an ice cream cone. But, I don't know if he buys it for everyone. Okay.
Martha, I don't know if the president's done this for you, but last time we interviewed him at Mar-a-Lago, he wouldn't let us leave until he gave us Mar-a-Lago milkshakes. It was, again, the idea that the Democrats try to sell this as that he's Adolf Hitler. I don't know that Hitler was regularly buying journalists milkshakes or Chick-fil-A when they were doing like this. I think this is Trump at his best, right? And I think this is also, though, I was just saying, when I go to the drive-thru, Mark, I have 3 boys. It costs me $50 now to go to the drive-thru and get Chick-fil-A sandwiches, french fries, and drinks for them. And this is ultimately, I think, Americans just know innately things cost more than they should cost. And so with Joe Biden, 3.5% inflation, it's not going away right now. Remember, that's 3.5%. You never get back to 9% that was already embedded.
Come now, friends. Have you seen Juraira's latest shipment? Don't push, don't shout. She's got enough for everyone.
It costs a lot more every single time every one of your viewers and out there goes and buys anything in a fast food restaurant. Prices are up massively. And I think that's why these numbers that you show when you brought me in, Martha, is
You've come seeking
that things are great, that this is an amazing economy doesn't connect because everybody's getting actual tax increases by the amount of inflation that's gone up and their paychecks have not kept up.
So decisive and strong leader in the Gallup poll. Trump 57, Biden is at 38. Although more people think that Biden is likable, he's at 57. Trump at 37. I guess they weren't at Chick-fil-A. But in terms of coverage of all of this, right? I mean, we're showing you both of those numbers, which are obviously different gains for each of the 2 men. Ernie Berliner, he's a reporter, senior business editor at NPR, who has spoken out about how he sees that coverage is so uneven. He says it in, paraphrasing.
Killing the Sylvanar was foolish. The Green Lady and the Sylvanar shared a life bond. She has little time to avenge him before she too will die, and the Green Lady is a most dangerous creature. But then, you have that spring in your stride again. What have you learned? The Marmor planned something, but what? The apothecary sold Daedra blood in these specific amounts? That would explain the strange liquid upon the... Dry clothes, no. This is a sample of the giant cloud from around the Sylvanar's body. Bring it to the Green Lady. Tell her it killed her beloved. As for the rest, Harani will see what you found. We must move like Kenarthi herself is at our backs.
To hire us until the next comes in. Perhaps we should ask the local government. They will need help rebuilding after that plague, no?
I'm not too keen on that. A little town like this won't be able to pay up front. We're leaving on the next boat we can get, right?
You have a better idea? Spit it out!
Hey, ideas aren't my strong
Okay,
suit.
guys, good time for a pause. Take a pause here.
They look like they can afford
We'll
it.
come back to it tomorrow, alright? Peace out.
What else?
And we'll see you tomorrow. Or maybe, probably later on today. I'll do a nighttime one. That'll be dope. Alright, later, man. Let's see.
Also, as an education center, there were hundreds, if not thousands, of people there celebrating Eid, which marks the end of Ramadan, which is breaking the fast. So there were children and families there.